Diburei Emunah. So we're talking about Rabbi Yaakov Zhitomer that used to collect food from the people in town. He was a poor guy. And he had absolutely nothing when it came to helping other people. He was like one of the gvir, like a millionaire. He would go collect whatever it is, a bread here, onion here, would go, and by each one he took something and he gave it to the poor people in town. And he says he had a very special, the Yaakov Zhitomer had a very special conduct when he came to the Rebbe's Tzir. He says his dveikus and his fervor and the burning of his heart at that time when he met the Rebbe's Tzir is impossible to describe. Every time that he used to come to the Tzir, he would begin and finish all Diburei Emunah, beginning to end. He said, without stopping, with great speed. And he was there like he was burning up. And he was like going up in the flame. And also, that's why when he came to the Rebbe's Tzir with the zekel, with the sack, with the of Gmilas Chesed, he would throw himself on the tzir, with the zekel. In his hand he would hold the pages of Diburei Emunah. He says, I think it was from the edition of Taf Resh Samech Tes. That's 1929. He says, I think so. Now Rabbi Levi knew what print it was. And he would stop murmuring like somebody was like swallowing the letters from such pleasure. And from there, he had to go out and give out the pidyon, everything that he collected, to give from the tzir. And the way the seder, the way that he gave out the food, Rabbi Yaakov Zhitomer, they were also special. First of all, he was like smiling and like with an open heart, with such simcha. He would worry about each person separately, to give each one according to what he needed. To one he would give dark bread, to the other one he would give white bread. To this he would give a lump of sugar. To this one he gave a few onions. And in the evening he would go around to get neft, to get kerosene between the richer people in Oman. He would put it into bottles and he would bring it to the house of all those that their houses were dark. See that? And Anash in Oman knew that anybody who gave something to Yankel, like good shoes or something like this, he had to make with him a double condition. In other words, if they would give it to him, they would give it to him, but nigh on condition that he doesn't give it to somebody else, that he himself should wear them. Because if they wouldn't make this kind of nigh, in a few minutes the shoes would be on somebody else's shoes, on somebody else's feet. He says it was a gitta mensch, he was a good person, with the truest sense of the word. Partial, it's like he was born without a gall, without just nothing, without bile, doesn't have mean bone in his body, as they say. And that's why he says it's not for nothing that Anash said, even the Baal Shem Tov Rabbi Yaakov would have been a chiddush with his chesed. Especially that his entire hunger was only for Hashem. Everything is for Hashem. He said we should not forget here that we're talking about somebody here who was a Goy Ben Yid. He was in Avodas Hashem, Torah, Avodas Hashem. They were like one of the great Oivdim Emunah. The burning of his heart was a chiddush, even amongst the lions of Avodas Hashem. Because I remember when the Rav of Kharkov, when he became close to the Rabbeinu, when he heard that Rabbi Yaakov Zhitomer was standing there, he was astonished. He says, I've never heard such davening in my life. And after such a davening, the Biankala was mispalo, immediately he go around in this medrash and he was looking who can give chayas to. Say a good word here, say, lift somebody up. It's like just a mechayim. Every single step he took was like an angel, like as a seraph, it was like a total saint. Tomorrow.